Well, good afternoon, Miss Oat. How are you?
I'm good, Miss Lee. How are you?
I'm doing great. I first want to start by saying thank you for allowing me to come to your class today and model. And I guess my next question will be, how do you think that story went?
I think
How do you feel about that one?
I think it went really well. My students actually love this book. So I think they enjoyed it.
Okay, great. So what I want to do today, what I want us to do today is to do a debrief over the tips fidelity form from this read. So as you see, the first indicator on here is tune in. So did I tune in? Have the students, tune in to this book?
Yeah, so I think you read the title of the book, Llama Llama Red Pajama, and you explained kind of what was going on the front of the book.
Mm-hmm.
You captured the children attention by singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and doing the hand gesture. So I think they really enjoyed like the twinkle twinkle and the above and the diamond.
Yeah.
So I think they really did enjoy singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, which is one of their favorite songs.
Okay,
So
great.
after you sang the song, they definitely grasped their attention. I think they were ready for the story.
Right, and I think that is very important to do something that they really enjoy and that will actually capture their attention, and it did.
Yes, ma'am.
So what about the next step on here? Introduce the book.
So I think you caught the attention of the title. You pointed out to the character, which is Llama. You also talked about Llama getting ready for bed.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as the connection, I don't think it was present, but I think something that you could have said to like make that connection with the child's world, as in school and home, was maybe talk about his pajamas or talk about I know he has like a little stuffy in his hand or something, so maybe like throw out there like, do you all have a stuffy, or talk about maybe your pajamas or something like that. But yes.
And another connection that I think I could have made at the end of the story, remember when Mama was telling baby Llama that, I love you even though I'm not right beside you.
Correct.
I always know that Mama loves you. I could have pointed that out to them, even though their mama is not in school, that Mama loves them, in spite of her not being right there beside them in the classroom.
Correct.
All right, so let's go to the next step, which is promotes language.
Okay.
Was that present in the
I do think it was present. You paused to talk with a student about Llama's mom being angry. She did express in the video that she was angry, and you did acknowledge her. I also had a student that decided to ask you about tying her shoe, and you also let her know that you would gladly tie it right after the story.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I was, responsive to what they stated, even when I think one of the little girls told me that Mama, she going downstairs to wash the dishes. Yep. And I said, you know what? Let's read and find out.
Yep.
And then I did respond to her though,
And you also you pushed in language that wasn't like there. So if I'm not mistaken, I think it was scared, and you said afraid or something like that. But yeah, you pushed that in, just giving them another word, like scared meaning afraid, just giving them another word. So I think you pushed in those words.
What about the think alouds? Did you hear me?
Yes, you definitely did. You did the think alouds. Yeah.
All right, so the next step would be the summarize. Did you hear me summarize the story at the end?
I didn't hear you summarize the story at the end, but in your defense, I think you didn't, just because of the time frame. We were getting ready to go outside. The kids was kind of getting a little antsy, so I think it kind of just, I don't know. But I think for the future, like to summarize, like just to throw out some type of question. So maybe asking them, like, how did Llama Llama feel that Mom didn't come immediately when he needed her, or even asking about maybe their night routines, like how do they get ready for bed, or just Yeah, just asking questions about, like, I feel like their nightlife as far as getting ready for bed. I think they would have been excited to answer those questions, especially telling you about their bedtimes, like if they get a story read to them, or if they have any favorite pajamas, or what do they do before bed,
Right.
or something.
Right.
So
okay, so I think that's it. So let me see if your actually I'm missing the sheet, so that's on my fault again.
okay.
So now what we need to do is discuss the glows, the things that really stood out,
Okay.
and the grows.
Okay.
So in this story, what really stood out as far as the glows?
I really enjoyed the tune in. So the twinkle twinkle little star with the hand gesture, that was really awesome. I really enjoyed that. Pointing to the characters in the story, and then pushing those words out that wasn't in the story was really big glows for me.
And I think a glow for me was the acting.
Okay.
Like how I changed my voice.
Yes.
And then,
and how you was using your different hands gestures. So even when at the end, like when he went to sleep, you was like sleep, or whimpering, crying. They're crying. So definitely. Yep.
The grows would be to
definitely summarize.
Yes.
Don't forget to summarize. And the connections. Just always kind of make sure to like connect the school to the real world. Because in my classroom, my babies love to talk about what they do at home, or what they have at home. So that would have definitely opened up that conversation, that communication, to be able to have like that back and forth.
All right. So I think for the next part of this would be my next step. So my next step would be to do another tips read.
Okay.
And make sure I incorporate summarizing and connecting to the real world and the classroom world. All right, Miss Keisha, thank you again for allowing me to model and also spending time to go through this fidelity form. I look forward to coming to your classroom and doing another tips read.
And we look forward to having you, Miss
All
Leah.
right, see you soon.
See you soon.
All right.
Hey, Can I get someone to